Carly Ryan's murder was one of the most high-profile online predator cases in Australia. Her body was found in the waters at Port Elliot in South Australia on the 21st of February 2007. A highly public investigation into her death followed. Let's start at the beginning. Carly Ryan lived in Stirling in South Australia with her mother, Sonia Ryan. Carly had started using MySpace on the internet. While the internet is now integrated into most aspects of everyday life, in the 2000s it was still a new technology that many people were grappling with for the first time. In the year 2000, an increasing number of Australian families had now got internet access in their homes, and online services were being integrated into workplaces, into classrooms and households, with children now getting to grips with a new culture that used social networking sites and messaging to facilitate social connections. And Carly was just one of them. Now having the internet in the house, talk to people online, she was getting to grips with it just like everybody else and wanted to see the good in everyone she spoke to. She'd befriended a boy of a similar age called Brandon Kane. Brandon claimed to be a Texas-born teenager who was now living in Melbourne, Australia. He had told Carly that he was a musician, and they both seemed to have a similar taste in music. Their contact eventually grew into an online and then telephone relationship. They started to tell each other about their life and spoke about the day that they would eventually meet each other. In January 2007, it was coming up to Carly's birthday. She had told Brandon about it on the telephone. Then, Brandon's 50-year-old father travelled from Melbourne in order to give Carly Ryan presents from his son, Brandon Kane. But when Carly opened the gifts, she was surprised to find lingerie and a nurse's outfit. She didn't really quite understand. He also met Carly's mother, explaining that he was coming to the area anyway and wanted to drop off the gifts on behalf of his son, Brandon. He was then invited to attend Carly's 15th birthday party and to stay overnight if he wanted. So after a shopping trip together, Mr. Newman's increasingly erratic and possessive behaviour at the party, along with inappropriate physical advances, including lying on Carly's bed while she was inside it, led Carly's mother, Sonia Ryan, to ask the man to leave the following morning. Subsequently, she began monitoring her daughter's internet usage more closely and started to become concerned, wondering who her daughter had been speaking to online. Later, on the 19th of February, Carly left the house she shared with her mother as she was going to a sleepover with friends. But after not returning the next day, the police were notified and her mother was even more concerned. The same day, at Horseshoe Bay in Port Elliot, the body of a young female was found battered and dishevelled, floating face down in shallow water. Attempts to revive her failed. The body of the young female was pronounced deceased. An autopsy revealed that she'd suffered 19 separate injuries, with 6 to 8 of them being blows to the head, and the cause of death was a combination of facial trauma, smothering and drowning. It was then declared that the body was that of Carly Ryan. It was also revealed that there were cannabinoids in her bloodstream and sand in her esophagus. Investigators examined security footage around the area of the beach near to where the body had been found, which showed Carly in and around Port Elliot on the 19th of February. She seemed to be with 2 men, certainly not the friends she was supposed to have been meeting that day for a sleepover. A witness came forward to say that she'd seen Carly at the beach at around 9:30 p.m. A pale blue vehicle used by the two men led police to a house in Mornington Peninsula. It was 11 days after her body had been found, and police were now raiding the property. It led to the arrest of Mr. Newman and the detention of Mr. Newman's youngest son. At the time of his arrest, a search of his computer revealed that 50-year-old Mr. Newman was still using the Brandon Kane identity online. Further investigations revealed that Mr. Newman had kept a notebook detailing some 200 online personas and other criminal attempts at talking to girls in both Australia and internationally. At his trial, which ran from October 2009 to April 2010, Mr. Newman, who was initially not identified to the media, acted erratically and denied meeting the teenager, but Carly's mother had told police everything she knew, including how she had met Mr. Newman. On the 21st of January 2010, Mr. Newman was sentenced to life in prison with a 29-year non-parole period. Mr. Newman's adopted son, who was only a minor at the time, was not Brandon Kane. He was just a witness to the killing. He was cleared of all charges, and his identity still remains suppressed. After the trial, Carly's mother, Sonia Ryan, helped to set up the Carly Ryan Foundation, a non-profit charity created to promote internet safety.